In this video, I'll be talking about how to market a private practice. Hey, it's Paul Toby here from Training Business Pros. Thanks so much for joining me. We're going to take about 10 minutes and go through marketing for private practice, including lawyers, doctors, dentists, physiotherapists, and even financial planners and everything in between. If you're wondering how you can get more business, then this is the video for you. Stick around, by the way, until the very end, because I'm going to share with you a very powerful template on how you can get more Google reviews and why that's important to your business. We're going to get started in just a second. All right, today we're talking about how to market a private practice. And this is the first video in a playlist series. In the next videos, we'll get more granular on certain businesses. But in this video, we're going to take a look at the overall marketing for private practices, the things that they all have in common. And I've been marketing these businesses since 2004 and been very successful at it. And I've learned a lot over that time. What I did in 2004, I can tell you, doesn't necessarily work in 2021, especially when it comes to digital marketing. So I'm going to be speaking specifically about the things that you can do, and I'm going to focus on 4 areas. Let's talk about the first one. So the first one is obviously your website, but on that website, you need web forms that collect contact data. And I think if you have a web form on your Contact Us page, that's one thing, but I tend to put them everywhere. I put them on service pages, I put them on information pages, I put them in my blog. I make it easy for people to get a hold of us. In the top right-hand corner, I'll also put my phone number and maybe an email address, but the contact forms are displayed strategically throughout the website. And if you don't have enough of them, then maybe you're making it a little bit too hard for people to contact you, or at least give them the impression that you're open to being contacted. The more web forms you put, and they can look different in certain places, make them front and center. Make it not that hard for people to find them. I have them on most of my home pages for most of my clients. So that's a good place to start. Now, number 2, once you have the web forms in place, you're going to need to connect that to a CRM. CRM means customer relationship management software. And the reason why we do that is because they may be browsing on your website today, but they may not be ready to make a decision today. So what we need to do is we need to get their contact data through those contact forms, and then we need to start following up automatically using our CRM. So whether you're using Groundhog or Infusionsoft or ActiveCampaign or GetResponse, whatever software you're using, you have to start following up on a regular basis with emails every other day, short-term nurture. And if they still don't book an appointment or contact you through that short-term nurture, then move to long-term nurture. Send them every couple of weeks until they unsubscribe or actually do something. And obviously, keep them informed of new things that are happening, new blog posts that you're putting up, new videos that you're putting up. Stay in contact with these people, because when they need somebody and they want to make a decision, you need to be there right in front of them. So never give up. That's why a CRM is so important. The whole premise of this CRM stuff is really the money's in the list. And you want to build a big list of targeted prospects, and you want to continuously collect information into that CRM using tags. And I have actually other videos that talk about how to do this, but just build that mailing list, because of course, not everybody's going to buy. And of course, the bigger the list that you have, the more opportunities you have to market your products and services. Okay, so if you want to build a really big list, then you're going to need number 3. And this is probably the one area that I earn my keep with. Most of my clients do not come to me with huge mailing lists. We know through experience that they need to build one, and they're relying on us to do that. So in order to build a list, we need to market into the digital sphere and find new people. And how do we do that? Well, there's essentially 4 key areas that we focus on. The first one is search engine optimization, or SEO for short. It's harder than it ever used to be. There's a lot of competition, especially in Google search. But we do quite well at it. And my recommendation to you is, if you're searching for a digital marketing agency to help you with SEO, make sure you check out the results that they have, because again, it's not an easy thing to do. Does it pay off? Yes, there's a long-term payoff, especially if you continue to rank 1, 2, or 3 in the organic Google search results. So it is important. It is costly to do it, but it is recommended if that's the place you want to find traffic. There's always people on Google looking for what you do. And if you're found, then that can create a lot of business for you. The second thing as part of the traffic strategy is search engine marketing. Many of my clients literally pay for Google search. That means they're showing at the top of the page or the bottom of the page in a Google search engine results page. And we continue to pay month after month. I have one client, we spend just over $10,000 a month over the last couple of months marketing their bins. They sell or they rent bins to companies and drop them in the driveway, and you fill it up with garbage and they come back and they take it away. Not a very glamorous business, but very, very profitable for this particular company. And we do all of our marketing through Google search engine marketing or search marketing. And so we're using Google Ads and it works really, really well. Again, if you need a company to do that, make sure you find somebody with experience. Okay, the third thing as part of a traffic strategy is YouTube. Now, this is a relatively new strategy for us, but it's working really, really well. If you want to talk to me about YouTube marketing, which is essentially what I'm doing in this video, and you're prepared to let us help you make those videos, then YouTube marketing can be a very powerful strategy. I've actually increased my traffic for one YouTube channel, literally like 20 times the amount of traffic that the website gets, and I did it in a month. So it is a powerful traffic strategy if you're willing to double down on YouTube. And finally, there's social media. Here's the challenge with social media. It's an ongoing process and you really have to put a ton of effort into it. And you have to pick a channel. You can't be everywhere. You can't be on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and everywhere else. It's not possible to do that. So you're going to have to pick a channel, and like you did on YouTube, you're going to have to double down. And there are specific social media strategies. If you want quick business, I think the answer is really search engine marketing. Just buying some traffic just to see if your website is actually performing well. If it's performing well, then you can start to push traffic from other things like YouTube, like social media, and like search engine optimization. All right, the final thing, and I promised you that I was going to give you this template, and it works really, really well. So let me tell you what it is. You need Google reviews. As a local business, a professional practice, and again, that list is endless when it comes to professional practices, from physiotherapists to lawyers to financial planners, in order to get more people to your website and get their contact data, Google reviews works really, really well. And the reason why it works is because it's part of the Google search algorithm. So if people are searching locally, and this happens a lot, dentist near me, lawyer near me, doctor near me, and that whole philosophy of how people actually use search engines, what's happening is your website shows up in the Google Maps listing in a Google search engine results page. And if you get that, that can actually create a lot of traffic, and the reviews help that process. Plus, if people see lots of reviews, then there's a lot of built-in credibility for you and your business. So that's really important. And over time, I've taken companies from like 9 reviews to over 100 reviews. How did we do that? We did that using these printable cards that we give to our clients after we're finished the service. So for example, a dentist, as the person is leaving the office, they hand over this printed card, and in that card is a very specific call to action on how to go to the website. It's basically a web page /reviews, and click the link in order to give a review. If that person gives a review, and even if they don't, we reward that person with a $5 gift card for Tim Hortons or Starbucks or whatever. And we let them choose what they want. And most of the time, I can tell you, they don't even ask for that. They're just so happy that you requested it from them, and they're happy to go to Google reviews and give that review. So this is the cornerstone of how to market a private practice. 1, website forms everywhere. 2, get a CRM, put them into multiple funnels, start collecting contact data. 3, traffic strategy. You have to have traffic strategy in order to build a bigger audience, especially in your CRM. And 4, get some Google reviews. That's one of the best ways to market a local private practice. I'll see you in the next video. We're going to be talking more granular about marketing for private practice, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for your time. Thanks so much for watching. It's Paul Toby here. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. When you do, it lets us know your level of interest and will help us create more content just like this for you and other people just like you. If you have any questions or comments about the content, please post them below and we'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for your time.